Hello, Degens. Welcome to Degenerate Bets. I am the perfect one, AJ. Unfortunately, Noah Engelbretson is unable to join me this evening. He did leave me with a note, though. He wanted me to say, please tell the Degens I'm sorry, I can't be in today. However, for the NFL Week 4, I bet the whole damn board. And you know what, Noah? If you're listening right now, Noah, I just want you to know so did I. And I will make sure these Degens know the gift of all of our picks this upcoming week. We both didn't have the best weeks last week, but we're looking for a big bounce back this week, just like a lot of teams are as well. Almost like we saw tonight with the Jaguars only losing by 3 points by a field goal to the Bengals. So that means Jaguars 7.5 covered. So shout out there. Money line almost hit. It looked damn good the entire game, but it is what it is. Other bets, Degenerate Bets has one on this Thursday. Virginia money line, easy victory. Virginia looked unbelievable the entire night. So shout out to them. Great victory, boys, and thank you for winning and giving us that money line. Now let's not waste any time whatsoever. Let's go right into it. The slate for Sunday, we got starting off Panthers and the Cowboys. The Panthers are a 5-point dog. Money line is at plus 170, over under 51.5. Sam Darnold and the Panthers have been looking really good this season. I've been a fan of how he's playing. I really do think that it's just kind of proving that that Jets organization is really the issue in the whole thing and not really their starting quarterback, which gives, I know, this show a lot of hope. Noah, as well as myself, big fans of Zach Wilson and what he does. And I think, if he can get off the Jets somehow, kind of like Sam Darnold did after his rookie deal, or if the Jets actually decide to make some moves and become a football team, that would be great too. I mean, we're seeing that with the Bengals and the Jaguars as we speak. They both, don't get me wrong, it wasn't the best game, but the teams still showed something. And that's what I'm seeing out of Sam Darnold, seeing that out of Zach Wilson. With that being said, though, the Dallas Cowboys are looking better than I think anyone really thought they would look. Like, yeah, Cowboys fans every year, Cowboys bandwagoners, they're going to be like, oh, yeah, we're winning the Super Bowl every single year. And I was the first one to say I want to see how Dak play first. Besides that defense is shit. That offense, they got some weapons, but they don't really like to show up. They just like to be called weapons. Jerry Jones loves a flashy offense, but doesn't really have a defense to back it up. It seems like they have the defense to back it up now, which I'm hype on. It's led to a lot of great games. Starting with that banger with the Buccaneers Week 1 on Thursday Night Football. That's how you start off a football season right there. So my pick for this game, I'm going with the Cowboys -5. Noah is following me on that as well. We're both going. I should say he's not tailing me. He would never tail me. But Cowboys -5 for the both of us, and he's also going with the over at 52. I do agree. These are two high-power offenses. I just have terrible luck with totals. I'm not going to lie. Every once in a while, I'll jump on one if I think it's stupid or something. But besides that, I suck at totals, so I just stay away from those altogether. Another game, well, the next game that we're going to talk about, this one, two teams that I think are trending in opposite directions, and opposite in the way that we thought they would be trending in the start of the year. Talking about the Browns and the Vikings. Browns are a 2-point favorite, -132 on the money line, over under 52, and the Vikings are plus 110 on the money line. This Vikings team, I wish Noah was here because I want to hear his thoughts on this. But this Vikings team all of a sudden is showing up and showing out and becoming a football team. Kirk Cousins in his film studies, I know him and his head coach have started having film studies. Apparently, that's what needed to happen, and that's what's working. This Vikings team is firing on all cylinder. Dalvin Cook with that injury in the last couple weeks, hesitant on him, and fantasy-wise, DFS-wise, but also just betting on the Vikings because he is such an essential part of this offense. With that being said, we're on here to make picks, and I'm going to make a bold pick here. I like the Vikings a lot more than the Browns. I'm going with the Vikings money line on this. Noah took Vikings 1.5 when the line was out at 2 now. I'm sure he would still take that. the Browns team just doesn't seem to be the same Browns team that they were last year. We see some glimpses of the same Browns team, the great Baker Mayfield and everything. OBJ being inserted back into this offense is a step back, in my opinion, that he demands too many throws and he's too big of a star. He had that one good season in New York, as Noah would agree with me. And here we are now, and he's just demanding a bunch of catches with this huge contract and everything. So they got to throw to him. He's got to produce. Not a good situation, in my opinion, in Cleveland. They were better off last season. I hope Baker can turn it around. But this Vikings team, if you make a mistake, they will jump on it. They showed that against the Cardinals, and yeah, they'll step on your throat. I really like it. I like the way they're trending. Let's go Vikings money line for me. Plus the 2 for Noah. Sorry, quick drink break. Shout out to Hoppy Valley Brewing Co. I actually got these for my birthday, and let me tell you, they're really good. I am drinking Bubble Stash right now. It's an IPA, so if you don't like IPAs, I mean, you're not going to like them. But damn good. Let me tell you, shout out to them. Yeah, and, that's perfect. Let's lead into a shout out for the next game. Matt Nagy, Ryan Pace, get the fuck out of town. I'm done with you guys. I'm over it. Somehow, you're a 3.5-point favorite against the Lions this week. I'm sorry, that line moved. We're a 2.5-point favorite now. That means everyone was jumping on the Lions at 3.5, and the line moved. Vegas moved that line so that they can actually make money on this, because 3.5. This Lions team. Oh, what? What's going on? Because I can't figure it out. A couple weeks they're getting blown out. They have another close game. Dan Campbell, I'm a big fan of Dan Campbell, the head coach for the Lions, and what he offers. His quote at the beginning of the season, "We're here to gnaw kneecaps," or it was something like that. Big fan of his energy and what he brings to this team. Look for him to improve this Lions team. Not right now. Not right now at all. But this Lions team might be trending in the right direction. Jared Goff, still a lot of question marks. But the Bears, I've said enough about the Bears on Degenerate Takes and Degenerate Bets whenever I bitch about them for 3 to 5 minutes. But let me tell you, Matt Nagy, Ryan Pace, it's not working. It's not working. We're in week 4 of the NFL, and you're out here saying it's an open quarterback competition. Bro, are you kidding me? How is it open? Are you kidding? So don't get me wrong. You do have a Super Bowl MVP, a veteran, and a 5-star first-round draft pick in your quarterback room. You have a great quarterback room and a lot to choose from. But pick one. Pick one. And don't get me wrong. Dalton's injury, you should have thrown Nick Foles in there. Justin Fields was the wrong choice. Simple as that. That man, if you took how many yards he lost and how many yards he gained offensively, he totaled in gaining 1 yard on the game. That's not a good stat to have. Not only to mention that they were, I believe 1.1 positive yards per play offensive, which is just terrible. It's terrible. And don't get me wrong, that was a rough matchup, I guess. But yeah, he's not ready. Justin Fields is not ready, especially with that Bears O-line and that Bears offense. That Bears offense isn't good whatsoever. With that being said, not knowing who the quarterback is, not knowing what's going on with that team whatsoever, I got to take the Bears and the points. 2.5 now. It scares me. I'm not going to lie to you. It does scare me, but we're here to make picks. We're not here to pass on games. I'm going to take the Bears minus 2.5 because I don't trust this Lions team whatsoever. I feel like the Bears are better equipped to win this game by accident than they are to lose this game.